showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, say it. Snagged out of the air. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Davidson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running.
Caught, and he's got room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He goes right back to the air. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Runs through a man. He might have space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they've brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you...
Maybe a crease. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the move, it's Jackson. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires left side. It's Smith. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. And now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Play fake, Julian Sayin. He's moving out of the pocket. To the end zone, and is picked off.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. He's past the 30. Here's a little room there. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Yeah, and guy, if he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Say it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
And the point after is good. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. In. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Running inside, it's Jackson. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Saying from the gun on third down. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
They kick it away on fourth down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Running into the open space. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They're going to ride this running back. There's a crease. Makes it past the marker. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Makes a connection. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Keep. Where did he go? Sweep. Go!
From the gun on third down, say it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fourth down, say it. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They're dealing with a second and long. The run inside. It's Jackson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lined up in the gun on third down, say it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory.
Go, go.
Saying to throw for it on 4th. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. And they swarm him under.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Julian saying to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Saying from the gun on third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They were trying to work the outside, and he played that perfectly and almost got the pick. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. There's some room. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right. And this defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing, say it. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20.
Another 3rd down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on 4th down here in their own end, but this team has shown they are not scared. 4th down is just another down. They will stay aggressive. I don't know if they read the analytics or not, but it usually...
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davidson. Pushes ahead for 1, it's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9.
Wide 29! Wide 29!
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9.
25! Eagle! Eagle! Wilson! Brush! Straight on the end!
From the gun, wants to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Sayin to throw. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And holding on to a 1st half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 14 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Aggies not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. DB's right up on the receivers. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Moore. Could not make his way to the corner. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. And so right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on the field, take this thing down the field, score a touchdown, shorten this lead. You need complementary football right now.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Say it. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Julian with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
Number 96 sets to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and it's hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now.
Finding some room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll go back to the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the D brings the heat, man, and they catch him a little bit off guard. Quarterback doesn't know where to go with the football. And the worst thing you can do on fourth down is take a sack. It doesn't matter if you get an INT. Throw that thing up. Give your receiver a chance to make a play. He holds on to it too long, and the defense gets the sack.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. A quick pass to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Offense gets set for second down. Say it. Hauls it in. Hard-hitting tackle. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. From the gun on third down, say it. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figure. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Right down the middle. And they're not on the same page there. behind the sticks on second down. Running inside, it's Jackson. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Third and 6 yards to go. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. This should be the last play of the quarter. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Lined up in the gun on third down, say it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, say it. Pressure coming. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
As a coaching staff, you love when your players can go out and execute like that on 4th down multiple times on this drive. This offense right now, they are dialed into the game plan, and they are leaving it all out on the field, trailing in this game.
Throwing, say it. Looking to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. All down at the 7-yard line. Good return after the pick, and now they are in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Might as well stick with him. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Looking for room, it's Davidson. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Handoff, keep working on that clock. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
The defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The run inside. It's Davidson. Got a little grass. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Clemson set up with another first down. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
I think they keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Running inside, it's Davidson. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Ohio State calls in 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Right back to him on the ground. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the bunt team.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. He might want another play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Sayin to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.